AnimeSecrets.org, the answer to all your burning questions.
What is going on, YouTube? This is Toku Secrets, presented by Anime Secrets, and I am Nathan Nasa. I am the creator of the Kamen Rider Forever fan page, which I hope you guys will check out. I am known as Admin O's on that page, and I am Otaku Sentai DigiRanger's Silver Knight. And today, Toku Secrets is reviewing Kamen Rider Ghost, Episode 12. And joining me for this review is...
Hi, I am Anthony, also known as Upsocks and Digital Ranger's White Angel, and I am also the Story Green in the Tower Chamber on Facebook, and I'm also joined by...
Hey, it's Ronald Budsy, aka the Green Terrier from Otaku Sentai DigiRanger, and right now I'm kinda feeling tired, so because of some things as of late, so I'm gonna go ahead and let Riz handle my AKAs for
Hey guys,
today.
this is Rizwan. You can't even handle me today, because I'm AKA the Blue Commander, AKA the Cajun Indian,
Tell him.
AKA the Blaster in the Past. You can't even handle
Tell
me,
him.
AKA Superman's worst nightmare,
Tell him.
AKA Batman can't even come close to my intelligence,
Ooh.
AKA I eat Iron Man for breakfast, AKA Tommy has nothing on this, even with all 5 colors, AKA I'm the Commander Anime Secrets, AKA I'm better looking than all 3 of these mugs over here, AKA
Hey, wait, what?
Too far now.
AKA I'm awesome. That's all you need to know.
I'm sure.
How do you proud, Ronald?
Red
Feels
Sugar
better.
Red Sugar guy doesn't
What'd he say?
Feels better.
Better?
Red Sugar guy doesn't it?
Huh?
Red Sugar guy doesn't it?
There he goes.
Anyway, we're
That's
talking
my
about
boy.
episode 12 of Kamen Rider Ghost. Now, for those of y'all that may remember from last time, aka when Takaru gave up
Really?
gave up on his dream to come back to life, so like Canon live. He realized he is now down to 21 days of life left before he dies, and he doesn't have a way to get life back because all 15 icons are not together anymore, meaning he has to get them all again, and he basically has to restart the entire quest over again with less time, and we don't know if it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So, we open up with Takaru praying at his dad's grave, asking for guidance, and while it's going on, Onari and Akari are trying to like look through everything they've researched so far, just going through the different things they can possibly do to get 15 icons together before January 10th, which is their deadline.
Because by now they only have 21 days left.
Yeah. I think that means that this is going on during Christmas, too.
Mm-hmm.
God, that sucks.
And
Like, it's not just the pacing that's going fast with Ghost, it's an entire year.
Yeah. And of course, as always, Gramps is nowhere to be found. So there's no help at all coming from anywhere. It's all up to Akari, Onari, and the 2 temple idiots, and Takaru.
idiots? Really?
They're not important. Name one useful thing they've done.
It was there was the. Okay, I got nothing.
Yeah, see, I mean, Ronald, you got anything you want to try and dispute this with? Nathan? I mean, come on, I'm open for silences here.
They made Onari look better.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I can't really...
Onari did that on his own by having a good character
They,
development arc.
Yeah.
they give Onari some subordinates to command. That's what good they
Is
are.
that a good thing or a bad thing? Onari's not the first one.
It's good enough.
I feel like I'm watching Dumb and Dumber and Dumberer right now when
Darker.
I see them all together.
Blind leading the blind.
Yeah. So, um, Takaru and Akari are talking in front of a monolith, and he starts mentioning to her, "I can't believe how far you've gone from believing in the supernatural to actually being a part of all this and helping me out." And she said, "I still don't believe it. Now's not the time to argue that." Which is total bullshit. She totally believes
Yeah,
everything going on.
stop just clinging on to the scientist stuff, Ari. I mean, just admit it already.
Yeah.
The minute you got lifted up by an invisible force and dropped to the point where you broke some bones, you think she would be a believer by then.
Well, I think she
Right?
is a believer. She just didn't want to admit it to them.
You
Because that's a
saw
sign of weakness.
you saw a damn floating energy mandala in the air that pulled Takaru into the sky. What the hell else do you need for proof?
Well, Anthony, that's
Mhm.
easily explained by a description in the gravity field and a lot of Aurealis, whatever the thing in Alaska is.
It's too complex for you to
Borealis.
understand.
Yeah, that.
Super.
There's a simple explanation for this.
But
Bam!
it's too complex for you to understand.
So, while they're strategizing on how to find all the icons again, Makoto and Kanon are in the hospital because, well, Kanon can't make to life from being an icon. And clearly, the Japanese hospitals are well equipped for helping a young girl who is going through the transition from going from an icon back to human body.
Right.
Clearly, clearly, human medical advances have been made in that front in the 10 years that she's been gone.
I'd
Because
like
clearly, this happens on a daily basis.
I'd like to know the rehabilitation process.
Well, you see, it starts with keeping her in a room that's kind of round and really constraining. So if you have claustrophobia, you're screwed.
Uh,
Yeah.
And slowly expanding the room over time to make her feel more used to
you'd
its
already be
stability.
kind of, wouldn't you be already kind of screwed if you were trapped in an icon if you were claustrophobic?
Yeah.
Well, okay, if you're not physically trapped in the icon, your spirit's in it. So you're not trapped inside of it, you are it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So my theory still holds.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
It could be like it could be noted that later on, like this is like the icons are actually like just you know just the people themselves inside. It's not like they're you know trapped inside of them. It's just how it is.
Mhm.
So anyway, moving on. After that, there,
Yeah, good.
yeah, Alon approaches Makoto. He's just hanging out at the waterfront next to his bike, and Alon's pretty pissed that Makoto had been collecting the icons to save his sister all along, and he pretty much so to pretty much cut this short, he pretty much says like, next time I see you, we're gonna be enemies. Hate you, and we're just gonna fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's really just, like upset. Like he said he could have helped him revive his sister if he had asked, but instead you crossed the line, and now we're gonna be enemies.
hmm
So, bye, Felicia.
Mm-mm.
Um,
We also find out that Javel managed to get his hands on two of the luminary icons, but he's forced to give them to Alon
Alan.
because Alon's pretty pissed at him still for having wasted to a bunch of Gondaris. So he's
Yeah.
still paying for it.
Um, so Alan said he's gonna go meet his brother, and he warns him that if he tries to do anything dumb, that he will destroy him. And he draws an eye into the blanket next to him and pops into it. And assumingly he goes to the Ganma world.
hmm
But Zavel's like, I am not gonna be called a failure. You go screw yourself, Alan. I'm gonna go fix this myself.
Aron's
Um,
keeping that pimp cane strong.
huh?
Yep.
Aron's keeping that pimp cane strong.
man, he needs a Pim cane. Maybe I can lend him one. So, meanwhile, time's passing by. It's not 21 days anymore. We're now at New Year's Eve. We got like 20. No, we got 10 days left. And
Oh yeah,
instead of like,
this part I really like in the episode.
yeah, like you start seeing like a montage of like Takara and Inari training into waterfalls. Akari and Takara going to the science museum that he was going to bring her to for her birthday.
Basically, during the time they're looking for icons, they're also like just having some last minute moments of friendship between all of them before Takaru who disappears. And
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
you notice through all this that while everyone else is all worried, Takaru's kind of actually content with he's put we all know he's putting up a front, but he seems really content about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Almost as if like
and just wanting to enjoy the last moments with his friends.
it
Yeah.
actually reminds me a lot of the final scene of Jetman. It's probably not nearly as powerful as that final scene, but yeah, it's still some pretty cool stuff. And you guys will probably, and if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, watch Jetman. Do yourself a favor and do that.
Shameless promotion.
But
So,
yeah, so go ahead, Liz.
so we noticed that during the montage, you start seeing Inari and Akari in the meantime, not with Takaru, trying in their own way to help him. And well,
They're
Inari
looking
like he
desperately
breaks
for
down, like he breaks
icons.
down, starts crying. Akari's like throws all her papers and books on the ground and off the table, starts breaking down as well. Like things are getting pretty serious because
Hmm?
well, the following day is January 10th, and nothing's been really resolved yet. They have less than a day now.
There's probably
Um,
they may not know it, but like two of the icons that they need are also in the possession of the Gom.
Yeah,
So
so there really was no way they could have done it.
yeah, that
So
Nagama not
that's the messed
appearing.
up thing about it.
Yeah.
Not it.
Nagama's biding their time right now, like just waiting.
yeah, they're in a pretty bad position here.
Yeah. On the morning of January 10th, Akari and I are not really certain what to do. But surprisingly, Tucker just walks out all cheerful, like, "Hey, you want to get some breakfast?" And they're like, "You died today. What? How can you be so calm?" And
Going to be all optimistic, saying like, "Well, we don't know if I'm going to disappear today, so
yeah,
think of it that way."
But of course, this is him still putting up a strong front for his friends.
yeah.
So,
And then once again, here's my point being proven again. Naruto comes stumbling up to the temple, all injured and hurt, saying that the other idiot has been captured by Zabel, and that he'll only let the idiot go if Takura is dead. So Takio runs off. Takura runs off to go find Zabel and finds him, and they both Henson and do battle because that's what they do, because that's what writers do. I don't know where I'm going with that. Onari and Nakara arrive. They help Shibuya get free, and they use the lantern to reveal what's going on with the battle. During the battle, though, Takaru is de-Henson suddenly without any warning, and Gramps and Urison appear nearby to watch, and a ball of light appears around Takaru and kind of just like sucks him up like in a. There's like angel feathers and lights, like he's going to heaven basically.
Yep.
And Onari and Akari are like trying to hold on to him, trying to like not let him go. All the while, Zabel's watching all this, and I'm like, why isn't Zabel attacking still?
But isn't he fighting Makoto?
Um,
Yeah,
not
because
I
just
think
yet.
Makata arrived after he vanished, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Makoto came after.
yeah,
I
okay.
thought I could have sworn he came after he went up and ascended.
Okay, I think. I mean,
Maybe I don't know. I don't remember. I'm going off the wing here, dude.
Yeah, okay, sorry about that. I was just
Yeah, no, that's cool. But yeah, after he's sucked up into the heavens, Makoto appears and says, "You may not have Takara anymore, but I'm still here to help you. So I'm gonna protect you all the best I can against this idiot Zabil." And Takaru wakes up somewhere else, like in a mountainy kind of area, and he comes face to face with his father, and he tries apologizing, telling him, "Look, I'm sorry for what I've done. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't." But Papa Takaru is like, Papa Takaru, or was it Ryu? Ryu is his name.
yeah, Ryu's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I like Papa Takaru better. Um, and he's like, "Look, I'm don't apologize to me. I'm proud of you. I'm proud to call you my son. You've done great. Um, to help you, here's a new luminary, and here's your new mission. You have 99 days again, and this time you must connect the souls of the 15 luminary to open a path to the future with your life and feelings." And he basically transfers some of his power into Takaru and gives Takaru like a reboot on the time. Meanwhile, back on the battlefield, Makado's getting his ass whooped by Zabu, which is to be expected given even the combined power of the Ghost Inspector couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So then Hikaru comes in. Makoto's been knocked away. He dehensions, and Hikaru flies in. He's returned, and Gramps is pretty surprised by this. He obviously knows that Ryu had something to do with this, and he's kind of outraged by it.
Yeah,
So, and thanks to his father giving him his remaining energy, Hikaru has this new icon.
Like giving one of like the superest hugs I've ever seen.
Hmm. And he uses it to transform into his super form for this season.
And it blows up and Tucker's dead again. The end.
whoa, whoa, dude,
Exactly.
you can't lie to the subs like that.
You're trying to cost us those 8,000 subs that you promised us.
No,
Fandom,
stay, stay, please
fandom.
stay. There's more. I promise.
And like for those of you who
It
aren't
was a
familiar
joke. It was a
with
joke.
like this is supposed to be like a super form. Like a super form is. I mean, I guess you could say I mean, if you want to go by Power Rangers logic, it's like a super form is like those standard power up modes that okay, like let's look at SPD. Like the super form
Swap
would
mode.
be like SWAT mode, and then the final form would be like the battle object for the Red Ranger, I guess you could say.
Exactly.
So yeah, like super form is like a slightly upgraded in power, and their whole suit changes looks in a way. So it's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah.
So he transforms to this new super form. It's just called Boost mode. Uh,
Boost
Fighting spirit
mode.
boost.
yeah, Fighting Spirit Boost, which is a pretty cool name, and
Tolkien boost.
he uses it to he uses it and he uses his new power. He fights Javel, and he gets this new sword called the Sunglass Slasher, which is basically this big sword with a pair of sunglasses on the side. Uh,
Which kind of confuses me and like, what is he going
So
for here?
dumb.
Hmm.
you'll figure out more why they
Like,
use.
how does what? Like,
So,
I seriously want. Oh, sorry, I was cutting you off.
yeah, I was really confused with this whole sunglasses thing, like at first, because I'm like, wow, okay, so we get this serious moment and like a big dramatic thing, and he's using a big sword with a pair of sunglasses on the side. Like,
Yeah,
wow, but in
yeah.
the next episode, you'll actually see the relevance of why it's a sunglass suit, why it has sunglasses though. So,
Oh,
At
really?
first, I was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you get a
Wait,
relevance
next
later on.
episode.
In 15, you'll see it.
no, I saw it in either 13 or 14, I think, but
I don't
Uh,
remember them actually explaining why the heck it's
they don't
sunglasses.
explain why it's sunglasses, but they show the use of it.
Oh, okay, you're talking about that.
yeah, that's
Okay,
what.
but
Sorry,
but
that.
I ain't
but
mind it
still
actually.
though, it kind of bothers me that like what does because Tokon Boost is made from Ryu's
Fire.
soul, right? So, what does Ryu have to do with sunglasses? Like,
Did he sell
Look,
sunglasses?
man, he's a really
did
cool
Ryu
kid.
always think he was cool or something? Or
Dude, every kid thinks his father's cool as hell. Okay?
Ronald, this is far too complex for any of us to understand.
There's a
Right.
I
simple
guess.
explanation for all this. Moving on.
No, but so he uses his standard Omega Drive attack, which of course is more powerful thanks to boost mode, and he destroys Javel. So Javel's gone now. So that is another villain that was built up to be a pretty big villain, and he's dead now. So that's 2 episodes in a row that we've lost a major villain. Uh,
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
of course, I can't really say that I'll miss Javel that much because I don't know. He just seemed like a standard grunt, so I'm not as pissed off as like losing Scionji last episode. But although it does suck that we no longer have the same guy who played Geki Chopper around, but who cares? And Javel's killed, and his icon is also destroyed. So then Dikaru dehensions, and he heads over to his friends. He's really not sure what happened, but and just explains that his father lent him his powers, which is how he got the boost icon. Makoto congratulates Takaru and says that like he's become even more stronger than him at this point. And but the strange thing is, and I mean I'm not entirely sure how this even works because even the show hasn't explained much. But like when Takaru offers him a hand, uh, Makoto actually walks away, not because like he's still against Hikaru or anything, but like he feels like but there's still something that he hasn't even mentioned yet that he has to settle on his own, so he can't just yet
I
like
think
fight
they
with
kind
him.
of hinted at it a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
They hinted at it with Alan. It has something to do with the Ganma world. Which, if we ever go to the Ganma world, I think that's when we get the answer to that.
yeah, and I'm really glad for that because like I mean, because I really hate it when and this is probably one of the reasons why Makoto is slowly becoming one of my favorite secondary writers because a huge problem that I've had with these past few secondary writers. Like I had this, like it was a problem in W, it was a problem in Forze, and those are probably the only two instances where I can like the secondary writer always had like this one goal, like this one goal that happened, and then like after they finish that goal, they suddenly just
Then
become
they join the main rider and then just become stale after that. Is
yeah,
that what
yeah,
you're
pretty
saying?
much
Yeah.
like I mean they might as well. I mean
Like
it's like they're like that one Sentai Ranger that's part of the team but doesn't do anything, that doesn't like get any character development. Like they're suddenly just there. Like if there's a situation where like the main rider's gone, so they need another rider to protect, they're there. But other than that, there's nothing to them other than their rider powers. They might as well just be another supporting character. So, so I'm glad that they're like still doing stuff with the photo here.
yeah.
Like, so Kanon's been revived, so now they're moving into a different story arc with him.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, Riz,
hmm?
were you gonna say something?
No, I was just waiting for you to. Did
So,
you? Oh, sorry. That was kind
no,
of awkward.
I was about to finish it off. So,
Go for it.
so Makoto walks away, and then Gramps appears, and he says that Takaru wasn't revived; he's still a ghost. It's just Ryu's power like reset Takaru's in a very unusual way. So now he once again has 99 days left. So that whole thing with like the terrible pacing with us going from like 99 days to 21 days in just 11 episodes, that's completely irrelevant now. And but this time, of course, his father's probably giving him all his remaining energy, so there's no way that he can be reset. So this time, if he fails to get the icons in 99 days, then he actually will disappear.
Yeah, I love that aspect. He's like, yeah. Does that mean I'm coming back to life? He's like, no, you
Yeah.
just gotta reset. That's it.
And it pretty much ends, you know, Hikaru says that they need to once again find the 15 luminary icons, not just to revive Hikaru, but to figure out like maybe the secrets behind what his dad started, as his dad hinted in the Gamma world, and they promise to help Takaru once again in his quest to find the icons, and the episode ends on a happy.
Yay! So, I'm gonna get my thoughts first on this one, and y'all can do your thing. My only big comment here is I'm really in love with the fact that we're starting to get like a really good like relationship form between Takaru, Akari, and Inari. Like
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
when we did episode one, I don't know if you were there, Ronald, for that one, but I was very skeptical of Akari and Inari, mainly because Onari was really annoying,
Yeah.
and
I
Akari
remember you.
was just really stubborn about not believing any of the stuff, saying, "Oh, this is not real. You're not really dead." Blah blah blah.
He's
There's no
basically
such thing
Walter
as
Peck from
ghosts.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool to see like all that stuff now.
Yeah,
But
I'd say this episode really showed their friendship the most out of any episode.
yeah, and that to me kind of solidified like things are happening, but at the end of the day, they're all friends. It's not like a Sentai where you don't necessarily have to be friends with people you're working with. You know.
Right.
Um, in some ways, I don't even view them as like friends. They're more like family at this point. Like
Mm-hmm.
really, Onari is probably like the older brother for Takaru. Akari is definitely like the either older or younger sister. I haven't quite placed their ages yet,
Older sister.
but it's like an older sister figure in his life, and it's like they love him on a level that's not. It's pure. It's a pure love, and they really explored a lot in this episode with the training into waterfalls, going to the museum, and like in the last episode or two, like Akari jumped in the way of the Omega Drive from Spectre to
Yeah.
save Takaru because she believes so strongly in bringing him back to life. She loved him to the level of that sacrifice had to be made.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's my biggest thing. I mean, I kind of, honestly, when I first watched the episode, was a little annoyed with the fact that we have to do the 99 game again, 99 day game again.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I feel like we could have been something a little bit more creative and done something different.
Yeah, I feel like
uh,
they could have changed it up a little. At
Yeah,
least a little.
yeah, but I still do kind of like it a bit now because like now, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like I mean, and I still have like 2 episodes to watch, but like they seem to be like handling the whole 99-day thing a little bit better with the pacing nowadays
yeah.
since they reset this thing. So maybe this was a good
Because
thing.
like this is like the for real. Like if you don't get these icons in this timeline and time period, you will die. No resets. No little daddy helping you. It's done deal.
Yeah,
Like it
but I
almost
mean,
like the writers saw how bad they were handling with the pacing. Like, wow, okay, okay, we're like 9 episodes in and we already have the 15 icons together. No, 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 no. We gotta figure out a way to like handle this a little bit better. So let's like almost like reset the entire thing.
well, not even that, but like, in some ways, I kind of wish that we had kept it to the first 99 days. And the events up until now were all, let's say, 50 days.
Mm-hmm.
And because the icons are already used to grant one wish, um, he couldn't go and revive himself, so he had to die. Like, he failed his quest. So because he failed, that's why he was brought back up to the heavens, and his father gave him a second chance. Not because of, well, we need a reboot on everything because he ran out of time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of what I felt like. I don't know.
I at least do like how they handle bringing him back though. Like
Yeah.
father trans in an interview, like that's a cool father son.
I feel like this is planned too.
Know exactly how the heck that works as
Ryu, I think, planned a little bit more than
um
we're being led on to believe.
Yeah,
Plus,
we're
maybe
gonna
we
have
should,
to watch and wait for if they
Yeah.
explain
plus
that in
we should
detail.
are more of a they've given him more of a reason to want to get the icons down
Yeah, and
because
and you know what I predict now? Like now that like Takeru's dad is like somewhat part of the Tokan Boost Damashi. If
Mhm.
Mhm.
Takeru does manage to get the icons back, his dad might come back to life too.
Hmm. Maybe.
All these questions that keep on getting raised, and that's probably why we're still watching this because we want to see how this turns out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty excited. Like, I think what could possibly end up happening here is we'll go through 10 episodes, going and having whatever has to happen with these luminaries connected to the soul and all that weird mambo jumbo, whatever they're talking about. But then once that's all done, that's when we introduce Ganma World for real and take the fight to Alan's family.
And I'm just
yeah.
thinking, it's like, given how Alon and the Gamma have two luminary icons, I really hope that they do something like those and have like there be a struggle between like who has what icons now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
'Cause, I
Because
mean,
that
the
would
man only has
be very
two.
interesting.
Hmm.
Now you have a perfect opportunity to do something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
also, will Mikado give his icons to Takara to use, or what will happen to those icons? Because remember, he still has Nobunaga and King Tut.
King Tut.
Well, he'll probably have like those his default forms. Like he'll always have those. But I think he'll get another one, but I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, I know he'll get more, but what I'm saying though is that he has luminaries that can be used for Takara. Will he
Yeah.
let Takara use them, or will
Well,
he
yeah.
be?
I think he's gonna keep keeping them until he actually needs all 15 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we can all agree that this was a really good episode. It had some great drama. It showed some cool character moments, and the final action scene I think is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like any action scene debuting a new form in Kamen Rider is usually awesome.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
Talking this fight scene was pretty darn cool. I will say though, I wish it had a bit more of an impressive rider kick, but I mean, whatever. It's the those that fire, that black and red fire.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That stuff looked cool.
Yeah, even though it's somewhat ripping off the kick strike from Wizard, but you know that was from Wizard and Misses and Goes, so that makes this one automatically better.
Clearly,
So,
Ghost is better. So,
so
any final thoughts here?
I think I've summed up mine.
Me too.
Yeah,
All
good
right.
episode.
We are Toku Secrets. As always, comment, like, subscribe. We're on YouTube. We'll be posting this episode ASAP. We'll be doing the rest of these, catching up to episode 16. Hopefully by sometime middle of next week. And then after that, we'll move into the one a week formula, hopefully, and keeping current to keep you all up to date and all that good stuff. So, for now, good night, everyone. Until next time. Toku Secrets out. Secrets out. Secrets out. Secrets out.
Hey, you! Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. You can also check out Anime Secrets on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook. Do you want more than that? I know you do. Then go to our website where you can see daily updates and articles and exclusive interviews.